Morning, everybody. It's 8:45 on this Tuesday morning, the 15th of August, and this is your pre-opening comment video number 1874. Okay, some surprises and a bunch of numbers. Uh, China cut rates to help their economy, which is faltering in dramatic fashion. And Fitch, who, if you recall, downgraded our debt, is now downgrading a bunch of the big banks, um, possibly. They're watching them, they're talking about it. Asia and Europe both mixed. And let's get to those numbers. Retail sales up 0.7% versus up 0.4 expected. X autos up 1% versus 0.4%. Import prices doubled what they were expected, up 0.4 versus up 0.2. That's a month over month number. Year over year, it is down 4.4%. Ex oil was unchanged. July exports up 1% versus, up 0.7% versus 0.3 expected, and July exports actually year over year down 7.9%. Empire State Manufacturing Index, a huge miss, um, down 19% versus down 1% expected. Um, as you might expect on these numbers, we have interest rates moving higher. The short term, the 2 year got up a shade over 5%, and the 10 year got up to 4.25. 4.25 would be a breakout and a new high for that number for the year. As far as futures go, grains down, energy down, metals down, cotton and coffee both lower, sugar up a little, and the S&P. Well, let me give you the whole rigmarole here. This morning at 7:30, Dow was down 263, Nasdaq down 105, S&P down 32. Then we went from minus 263 in the Dow, minus 295, and then at 8:29 we were minus 269. That was before all those numbers. Nasdaq a little bit stronger there. It went from minus 105 to minus 102 to minus 72. And the S&P went from minus 32 to 33 to 32. After the numbers came out, Dow reached a new high on the downside of down about 305, and is currently down 260. NASDAQ was minus 97. Currently, let's see, continuing right there, minus 92. And the S&P, before the number, minus 32, now minus 26. So, not a lot of action, but, it's holding way down here. Tesla price cuts of $10,000 on a new kind of scaled down Model X and Model S. Home Depot beats top and bottom line. The stock closed yesterday 329.96, and right now has been as low as 321 and as high as 335. The last on it pre-open is 327.11, and that's down 284. Delcaf DCTH. This is a little one, and this goes up on the wall as right up there on the worst destroyers of equity. This stock has great news today. However, it's been reverse split, one for 500 and one for 700. That gives it an adjusted high of 167,930, closed last night at $3.12. This morning it has traded as high as 747 on the news that it has a liver cancer drug approved, not good results, but actually approved by the FDA. Um, and the stock is currently 568. That's up $2.57 or 83%. On the downside, a miss by C. The company's whole name is SEA. The symbol is SE. Closed yesterday 56.90. This morning was as low as 46.50, as high as 57.90. So they did like it at some point. And the last is 47.60, down $9.30 or 17%. Let's take one last look and see where we are. Just want to go back to the briefing numbers. Okay, Nvidia up another 9 after the news that Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates are also buying Nvidia chips. Cardinal Health up a penny. It beat by a nickel, beat on revenues, raised fiscal year 24 to in line, and it meant nothing. Tesla, as I said, two new, less expensive models, according to Bloomberg. Stock is 236. That's down about 3.5. On that Fitch ratings news for the bigger banks, KBE, $10.09, down another 60 cents or 1.5%. Lennar, DR Horton, and NVR all being having 13 Fs filed for Berkshire Hathaway, and ON 32.19, down $2.40 or 7% on a miss. Beat on revenues, missed on earnings, and guides fiscal year 23 revenues below consensus. Okay, last look before we go away. Down 280 in the Dow, down 90 in the NASDAQ. And let's see if they post here. The S&P down 29 and a half. Have a good one, folks, but be careful out there. This is a tough market. Those calls in the XPXS, that's the levered inverse S&P, bought yesterday between 45 and 50, closed poorly at 45, but was bid lower, didn't trade at the end of the day, but this morning with the SPX at 1405, they should open up pretty close to almost double, or certainly 60 or 70%. Have a good one.